Yep.
Mavericks give up the least point.
By the Mavericks, and off we go. Here we go with Luka. And a scene against Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Double team on Luka that time. 100% for Bullock, but it goes north. Here's the time. It's against Tatum. Boston saw a 9-game losing win. Luka to answer, which he
playing Boston.
Jason Tatum, 30 points a game. One big guy, Maxi Kleber, is mid.
Look at their bench.
Luka over Al Horford. Finney Smith around him.
Been this great offensive team
To characterize how good over 16 a game.
Oh, there's pressure on your defense.
At 39. Luka over, gave the ball up. Tatum, nice hand.
Drive to the bucket.
He was questioned.
Because there are a lot of your offense.
Luka, tough shot over. Smart working in the paint, fading over Reggie.
Big time for him.
Then in the switch, it's Luka against Al Horford.
And one.
Like the only two teams they've lost to this year. Euro stepping. Dinwiddie kicks it out. Bullock lowers his shoulder into the defender. Well, we talked to 2-3 so far.
Good challenge.
Oh, running the.
When it comes to a close. When most people started.
Dynamite three-point shooter. Jaylen
makes a lot of difficult shots.
He sidesteps a closeout, chased off the three-point line, and then Powell to the timeout at 5:54. But Dallas visits the Raptors. Marcus Smart of the play. It's 4-on-5 into the game. Second defender comes over the right, all the way to the hole.
Establish this duo.
Yes. Area. Green receives the
to those 50-50 balls.
But the energy. Malcolm Brogdon off the ball. Brogdon's at 41% this year. Finally, that basket by this game. Down right now by 12. High up. Catch and shoot for Grant Williams. Excellent. He stepped around and stole it. And Green takes it. Drive by Hardaway against Derek White.
Bucket to go.
Brogdon off. Big sprint to Dorian Finney-Smith. The biggest deficit. They've. Jaylen Brown. Luka with 13 by 11. Had 22 on Sunday. Did driving this time after making two outside. Brogdon with the drive, leaves it to Jaylen Brown.
And recognize the things that they have. He was a civil rights leader at the time. So
he dealt with.
He'll be remembered for a lot of. Paid the price for a lot of.
A lifetime of. The man stood for what was right.
Has to change. Great three-point shooter.
40% from the arc. And so Derek White. Now not all just dictated by pace. They're dealing against Bertans around.
Talking about another wide open three. They're incredible.
Boston's drove it. They've gone to the.
I'm going to ask you what kind of looks.
Team that leads the NBA in defense. So the Celtics is what's being replicated tonight.
Because they've been 5 for 15.
It's Josh Green. Again, Derek White. This time. Caught inside by.
Getting to the lane.
And there he is. Challenge. Arnold's on offense. Drive.
This game up.
Two baskets in the game. Marcus Smart.
Move towards.
Late clock situation. Flings it. For 7 of the last. Size advantage. Hook shot. He and Dinwiddie are the players that are providing. Bullock driving it and pass. Horford, good hands.
By Boston.
Drive on Jaylen Brown by Dinwiddie. And
to go in there.
Crossover. Tatum down.
Yeah. Somewhat.
Still. And then you've got the 2 ball handlers. Luka Brogdon, a nice pass off the bounce. Defender. He missed the transition.
Switch.
It's right back to a 20-point game. Down. Yep, that's very true. 15 in the first. Mavericks have not scored 7. Mavs missed you. Tatum, they were the 2nd seed. They swept Brooklyn.
They're probably talking about Luka.
Fitted amongst the best 5 players in the league last 2 guys. And, of course, Brown as well.
Produced in this first half.
5 there by Brogdon. He flung it out the hook. In the paint, Lucas. There is some heavy is taken out here for the last minute by for Brown. Right now he's defending Luka. TD Garden whenever he scores. Everything. Smart snaps it over. Pull up 3 to beat the buzzer. Put themselves in position to do that. They had
comes to assists.
On both ends of the floor. They were 16 and 23 on their. Under the defense, Tatum. These two teams will play in Dallas, right? Keep that number intact of his own missed scores. A long burst by Dinwiddie and McGee in the second.
Not work for Dallas.
Kick out Finney Smith, extra pass. 12 for Spencer Dinwiddie. Of his third a moment ago. 6. So he's right on the cusp.
A lot of markets going on. That was quick down again.
A lot of that is based on 2 points for the Celtics. And kind of interesting. The previous game against New Orleans, he was 7 of 8. Brown, Bullock went down. He said it's special to play at the Garden.
Stops together.
Yes. You can't make the sweet potatoes and mac and cheese. I mean, there's so much work to do. Step back jack, 27 for Jason Tatum. Wide open.
Because brother not.
There's Dorian Finney-Smith, very late. A spot occupied pretty early in the sideline and near midcourt. Double on Luka. He's a point away from that. Luka using his control closeout, that is. They forcing pass. This time it was Marcus Smart, and Luka scored in the third quarter. In for Derek White. Drive Brown, and on Wood since.
That's because Tatum is taking. I mean, somebody needs to step up and do that.
Wood going after a rebound, and
it's just not been kind to them.
Away from him on opening night in Phoenix. Here is Hardaway runs. Numbers developing here.
Score
from St. Louis. And
what Boston want to be.
Inside, kick out Green. And 3-point percentage.
Gordon, nice attack.
And score.
Got to get some stops. Oh, I just told Darrell Armstrong to go pick up.
Big back down by Luka, overpass. As Hardaway gets a rhythm trip. Back in the hands of Brogdon. 3 years in Milwaukee, 3 years in Indy. Luka on the dance. Wood running the floor, and Luka finds. There's a drive effectiveness everywhere he's been. Fires the ball outside to Finney Smith. Up it. Is out wide into the defense. Back to Brogdon. Tatum flips it over to the corner. Here in the league. Drive Jason working against Josh Green. Forced it. Brogdon pitch out to Smart. Up the base.
Such a crafty
foul last time. Now Mouse in the house. Drive Jason Tatum. And Hardaway back to Wood. Wood's wide open.
Efficient, right?
Williams drives. And another. Williams on a drop. Williams averages 10 a game.
At the rim.
Up on Jason Tatum.
Good deep. Knowing that the defense.
Missed a moment ago. This time field goal percentage. Then late clock. Sidesteps a closeout. 2 out of 3 falls. Here is Tatum. Wow, maneuvering. Say wow. And Jake ball right now, and it's give and go involving.
There are a lot of defenses.
He's going to be in. Here's Tatum late in the shot clock. Flings some threes tonight. Here's a 3. A half quarter to play.
Because I didn't think Boston could continue.
That attempt. Drive, score. Josh Green. 2016. Jason, second half. Inside. Good ball handler. Maintained the dribble. Tatum with a step back over Bullock.
Just hang around. Hang around.
That psychological advantage in Bullock's hands on the move. Some distance beyond the 3-point.
Nice pass.
Down the lane.
Very, very interesting.
He moves it on to Horford. Horford in Oklahoma City. Here. Luka rolling. Christian. A lot. The off guard, unfortunately, didn't finish on the 3-point. It's Boston by a dozen points. Scored 35 or more. 6. A quick.
That's remarkable.
A Luka 3 over Mark. 1:45 left. It's over for Jason Tatum with 37. Peyton Pritchard for 3. A couple of weeks of the season. Since the first half, the Pinson with it. And they will improve upon that. Trip for Dallas. Bertans came tonight. And Celtics ran out the clock with a 125. To put themselves in position to do that, they had
15-5 when it comes to assists.
Simple in terms of elevating their play on both ends of the floor.
From the field.
They were 16 of 23 on their.
They did not.
These two teams will play in Dallas right on the road. If you told me right now the Mavericks would keep that number intact, Porter is smart on a second opportunity of his own missed scores. That number one spot was a spot occupied pretty early in the retrieve. A loose ball near the sideline and near midcourt. Double on Luka. Tatum's averaging 30. He's a point away from that. Smart up on Luka. Luka using his above him for a moment. Luka rolling. Christian. Fourth quarters this year, at least trailed a lot. The offense. Advantage Boston by a dozen points. Christian Wood with free throws. With 1:45 left. Bounds in 9 assists. And the game is over for Jason Tatum with 37.
Strategy.
Here's a shooting 41% on threes. Of 18 tonight. Bertans tough. A game tonight. And Celtics ran out the clock, improving to 14-4 with a 125.